Alright, welcome back for the umpteenth billionth time. Apparently OBS has decided to reconnect. D. Vasquez is testifying about the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal... You? The van... There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk, not with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright. Got there before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp, ended at 4. There was a rehearsal afterwards. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me, because of course, God forbid you walk. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Sal and I eat T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Well, Sal said that he didn't get a chance to eat things, and then took that back, so obviously there is something kinky going on with those steaks. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's... plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Just as a side note, all of the places where the judge says I see, he's actually saying naruhodo, which is the pun on Phoenix's name in Japanese. He does it a lot. Strangely, the judge doesn't get his name wrong in Japanese. He does actually use naruhodo with the long O correctly every time. But he doesn't see the parallel, so I guess that makes up for it. She definitely ate the bones. Even she would have a hard time with that. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She probably was picking on Sal too, but this is the important part. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor? As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Oh, we're back to just Wright now. He's mad, and he's not really paying attention to the judge anymore. When he remembers he's in court, it's Mr. Wright, because he's being very supercilious, but now he's just kind of pissed. Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. Here I was worrying that today would be as boring as old. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's... What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear is not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. This is the polite way of saying Phoenix has a little bit of an impulse control problem. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.